students, very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the session of Building Construction Technology. This is Assistant Professor Ishani Trivedi from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Previously we were discussing about the building components, in which we were specifically, we had started with the next component, that was stair and staircase. Now, in the last session we discussed about the classification, right? In the classification we discussed that we had first straight flight stairs, second we had turning stairs, third we had geometrical stairs, correct? Now in the straight flight stair we already discussed that you can have one or two landings, that is the utmost variation of your straight flight stair. But second, in which we discussed about the the turning stairs, in which we had the first type was half turn stairs. In half turn stairs, further it was classified as dog legged stair and open well stair. Now in the last session, I think we had not seen the sketch, the plan and the cross-sectional elevation of the dog-leg stair. Although I had explained you fully about what is the type of dog-leg stair with the real picture photograph, and I also told you that why it is known as dog-leg stair. Now it is in front of you. Okay, so let us continue back with the turning stair, in which the first was dog-leg stair. Now here you can see is, look at the image flashing over here, and the first sketch at the above you can see. You have the first flight going towards upwards in the upward direction, that is correct. Then you will have a landing in between, and then again your second flight will go upwards. There is almost no space between the two flights. You have the handrail, you have the baluster, you have the newel post, but look at the cross-sectional elevation flashing over here. Can you see it is appearing like dog legs? Right? If you imagine, if you take that the dog legs, the dog when it is walking, its legs appears, two legs front and back appear in cross. So this is how it is justified that it is known as dog-legged stair. The cross-sectional elevation is in front of you, correct, which you are also supposed to draw in the descriptive questions. And let me also mention that this type of stair, that is dog leg stair and open well stair, are two types which are most importantly frequently asked in your university exams. Come to the second image in the sketch itself. You can see that plan is given, right? So how will you draw the plan? First you will show the first flight, that is your single flight. Then you have the half turn. Now make sure that here it is not a quarter turn, it is not 90 degrees, it is 180 degrees, right? As we had discussed in the last session, everything was discussed pretty much in detail. So here you have to just observe the sketch, that how it appears. Okay, so here you will have the half turn, 180 degrees turn, and then your second flight will continue. So this makes your dog-legged stair. I think this image I have shown you previously. All the theories are also shown to you, but to make it more clear, the sketch is shown today. So now let us move forward with the next type of half turn stairs, that is open well stair. Okay, now this is very much similar to dog leg stair. There is as such no major difference between these two type of stair, but you can flash one difference, right? Can you guess that by looking at the sketch, by looking at the image? I think you can. You can see that between the two flights there is enough amount of space available. Can you see in the plan sketch which is flashed over here? Look at the plan. Can you see? You have the first flight going in upward direction. Then you will have 180 degrees turn, that is your half turn, that is your two quadrants of a circle, if you take that way, if you want to understand it geometrically. Then after taking half turn, your second flight is going to continue. But you can see that between the two flights, ample amount of space is given. That space is known as open well, or you can just call it as well. Okay, so this is the main point of difference between the dog leg stair and open well stair, that is the space between the two flights. Now this can be done when enough space is available, enough width is available. At that time you can provide this type of open well stair. It will also give you a good appearance if you look at it from the top. You can have varieties of handrails also, but when there is limitation of length, at that time half turn stairs are generally provided. Okay. So again, next I am showing you second type of open well stair. What is the difference which you can see over here? I think your sketch is going to make it clear in your mind. If you have understood the first type, that was your straight flight stair, then it should not be tough for you to understand this type. Now here you will have the first flight, then you will have the half turn, and then the second flight. What difference came over here? At the half turn you have again it is divided into two landings. Your half turn is divided into two landings, and in between a flight of 3 steps is provided. Okay, this is the only difference over here. Otherwise the open well, that is the space in between, remains the same. Okay, and how the cross-sectional elevation is shown, that is also flashing at the top. You are also supposed to draw this if it is asked. Okay, so this is your second type of open well stair with mid landing, right? With mid landing and mid steps, this is your second type of open well stair. Okay, now what is the amount of space provided in between? It is generally 15 cm to 100 cm depending on the space available. Now look at the second image flashing over here. Can you see that how open well stair appears? You have seen this in your day-to-day life at lots of places. But because the names are a little bit weird, it would be difficult for you to understand. But look at the image flashing over here. Now you can also see that here winders are also provided in between. Can you see that? For the full turn, for your full turn, winders are provided. There is a space between the two flights, and this makes your open well, one more variety of open well stairs. Now moving forward to the next type, this is still turning stairs. Okay. It is continuing in the turning stair. The next type is 3/4 turn stair. Now if I say quarter turn, you know that 90 degrees turn, that is 1 quadrant of a circle. We saw only quarter turn stair, correct? First was only quarter turn stair. Now you have 3/4 turn stair. Now when do you provide this? When there is very much limited space available, the height is also more, and in that case you can provide. And also if you provide just one single series, then it will be very difficult for the users to climb it because a landing is mandatory in between. So here what you are providing is you have 3 landings. First it is going upwards, then you had landing. It will take a quarter turn, that is 90-degree turns, that is your first quarter turn. Next one more landing, it will take 90 degrees turn, that is your second quarter turn, and the third. Hence this way it makes your 3/4 turn stair. In between you will have the space. You know, if the space is provided between two flights, then it is known as well or open well. So all of these things you can see over here, and also I am flashing the real image over here, that how it looks. You can see how first, second and third 3/4 turns are provided in the staircase. Okay, you can provide this in your residential houses and buildings. In most cases it is provided in residential houses where the story height would be more sometimes, for having a good look, good appearance also. So this makes your next type of turning stair known as 3/4 turn stair. Now we are moving forward. Again, this is your turning stair. Okay, this is an example of turning stair, but the name given over here is bifurcated stair. Please note, we are still in the turning stairs. We have not moved to last classification yet. So next you have is bifurcated stair. Now look at the sketches flashing over here. In all type of staircase, the sketch itself is enough to explain that what type of stair, what it is trying to say. So in bifurcated stair, you have the first flight, correct? That is going straight flight. Then you will have a landing. In the next part, you will have quarter turns in both directions. you will have 90 degrees turn in right as well as in left. So this type of stair is known as bifurcated stair. This is generally provided in big spaces like in palaces or in theaters, in auditoriums, in big places, in domes. At those places, bifurcated stairs can be provided. If you recall, in your institute also, bifurcated stair is provided. The access the stairs which leads to your the back side, the rear side where all your functions take place, right? Over there you have the opposite thing. You are going to climb down. You are going to climb down and then it is splitting in two directions. That is also an example of bifurcated stair. So you know that plan is very much simple to draw if you understand the cross-sectional elevation. And also I am also flashing the real image which you can see over here, that how your bifurcated stairs appear. Okay students, the space will remain the same, otherwise it gives better appearance, and the points are, I think, which I have discussed, are the same points given in your theory. Next we are moving to third classification, geometrical stair. Now in the geometrical stair we will have three types. We will have circular, we will have helical, and we will have spiral. So now let us start with the first one, that is spiral stair. Look at the image flashing on the left, the first sketch which you can see, and also at the right you have the real photograph. So you can match both of them, how it appears that the plan which you can see in the real photograph itself is drawn to the left. So you can match both of these things, it will be helpful to you. So spiral stair is used where the space is very much limited. As I had said, that at the front side of a commercial building to provide direct access, or at the back side where you can say emergency exits, or in water tanks, at all those places spiral stairs can be provided. Next you have is circular stair. Look at the second image flashing over here, circular stair. You can see it is circular in shape, right? You can also see the plan which is drawn over here. So that type of stair which is provided according to situation, that is your circular stair. All of these stairs are used for emergency exits, for entrance from the front side, for the water tanks. So all of the uses are going to remain the same, but it depends on the situation. And it is either made up of RCC, but in most cases it is made up of metal, that is, or mild steel. Okay, so students, I think this covers your all type of staircases. You can go through the helical, you know what is a helical shape, right? So this covers all of your types of staircases till now which you are supposed to study. And from the next session now we will start about the fourth building component, that is flooring and floor coverings. Okay, so I think we should keep up to now till here for today's session. Thank you students.